I'm at the age where I can't get onto things or off of things without like making some sort of noise. This video is a love letter to dog ownership because I genuinely think it is one of the best ways for you to improve the day-to-day quality of your life and your mental health. I've had dogs on and off my entire life, and because I'm in an off period now, besides for Fido there, I think that it gives me some perspective on like just what is so joyous about the experience of having a canine companion. And in case it's useful to anyone on the fence, especially people like roughly my age who are trying to think if they should upscale that responsibility, I want to pitch you on why I love it so much. It cannot be overstated how big the impact on morale is for a dog to love you unconditionally, because we are all worried about how hot we are or successful we are or who has been mean to us recently, and walking through the front door to something that is just so enthusiastic to see you and you alone is like a joyous experience. Also, you need more time outside, especially when you don't want to go outside, and walking is probably one of the best health interventions any of us can make more regularly. I think genuinely I really only survived the COVID winters I had in Chicago because I had to get out of the house and walk the dog several times a day, come sun, shine, rain, or sleet. This bit is sappy, but I think you also come a little more fully alive once a part of your ego suddenly exists as a living, breathing thing outside of your own body. And obviously like the parent-child relationship is a better example of this. But in this economy, people are more likely to have a dog, maybe. And I just can't tell you how much like satisfaction I think you can derive from something that needs you to take care of it for its meals, its shelter, its life. Even for an animal that isn't our species, I think it's an incredible way to increase your muscles for compassion and empathy and love. Also, some measure of routine is good for you, like not just the walks of it all, but the fact that like day in, day out, there is a cadence to your life, I think is really healthy for a lot of us. And if you've never tried and failed to explain to a hungry pit bull that he has to wait an extra hour for dinner because of something called daylight saving time, you are missing out. My last point is that I think having a dog is also a wonderful way to play with reckless abandon. And that is something that people aged 2 to 92 would be better off with. Sure, maybe you have like a rec soccer league or you and your friends get together for Dungeons and Dragons. Those things are great, but unstructured play is a joyous thing that there's lots of data out there showing is really, really good for our mental health, our emotional health, etc. So now I'm leaving out any benefits Fido might bring to your dating life because that's between you and him, but I am sure he'd love a second parent if he doesn't already have one. Obvious disclaimers that dogs are huge responsibilities and you need to be ready to take that on financially, emotionally, in terms of the labor to make sure they're fed, trained, all of those important things. Plus, if you actually need serious mental health care, the dog is not the right solution, but it could be a nice supplement. Not a professional, don't take my advice. And since it's the holiday season coming up, maybe you're looking for that last minute gift to get your nephews and nieces. I'm sure your sister-in-law will love the puppy.